First up we have the healer. Let me refresh everything on her card. And see what we have to play here. We do have the axe that can do 2 regular damage. We have a spear we can refresh a couple. We have fuel we can use to attack with. And we have her bag of herbs. She's here right next to this bulldozer. And I might use the axe against it to get a vehicle. Because the bulldozer can go over any terrain. And it only has 1 armor and 1 crew. And that axe does 2 damage. Which would allow me to take this thing out with one attack. And I think I'll do that right away. Before I even move. Well, if I moved I wouldn't be able to. So I will use the axe. And it's a crew member action, so I'll have to exhaust a crew member. So I will exhaust the crew. And this axe will go on that crew member because it's exhausted with the crew member. So if I were to refresh that crew member with some water, it would also refresh the axe to be used again. And that's going to do 2 damage. One is stopped by the armor, but the other is not, and it only has 1 crew. So that will take that bulldozer out. And the bulldozer card, we get 1 raider card, and we can, well, we're going to get the vehicle card whether we keep it or not. And we also got a pistol worth 2 damage when discarded. Let me grab the vehicle card for the bulldozer. There we go. Here's the bulldozer. Again, it can move 3 over any terrain. And I will take that. Which means my regular vehicle gets replaced and it stays in its ready state. And now I have to see where I want to move to. I'm going to move 3 right next to that speedster and that additional crew member. I'm going to take this speedster out, and they have no armor and a crew of 2. And I can do this without a crew action. I'll discard this card and do 2 damage. That's enough to take that out. And we get 1 raider card for reward. And this time it's a shotgun. It's a crew action, you discard it and it does 3 damage. And we get the speedster card. I don't want to take this even though it moves 4. We can only go over 2 types of terrain. I will discard it. I forgot to put the exhausted token on my bulldozer. And I will use my last crew member action to grab another crew member. So now that makes me limited to 6 cards in my hand. And that's exactly what I have, is 6 cards right now. Let me put the board a little bit better here. And that's not a problem with the components, that's a problem with my table, since I don't have felt on this one. Things slide around really easy. But the new one that I have coming has felt on it. I'm out of actions with the healer. All of our raiders are available to activate. Which one do I want to? The speedster, that's the only speedster out here, and it's going to either go here or here, and we get to choose it. So I could have it go right there, and he has 1 armor, so he should be okay. No, he has 2 armor because he has the armored sail. There's only one bulldozer out there, and that's safe to activate because it's nowhere within range of anybody. Not that it could get there in one move. We have two pickups out. There's one here that couldn't get to anyone, but this one would kill our scout right away, so that's not an option. Same with our truck, it's right there. We could send it up to the plowman since it's an equal distance. Okay, I'm going to go with the speedster option. We'll activate that. And it's not even an attack, but they will spawn at all A spawn points. I will choose to have it, I'll choose to have it go right there for its one move. It does not attack, but every A in our 1, 2, not too bad, just 2. So 2 speedsters will appear. One right next to our healer. And that will move us on to the scout. That's the character we have that's in trouble. I need to pick up another crew member, and there's one right here. With the wind going the way it is, I want, this would be a good space to get to, or even there. Well, if I go here, this truck cannot reach me because it can't end its move on that token. So that would be safe. If I was here though, the truck could reach me. I could go here and pick up both of these. So in order to get there, and I can only move 3 because the wind changed, I could go 1, 2, 3, that was not enough. 1, 2, no. Now we have a problem. I don't think I can get over there because of that change in wind direction. I cannot get there. There's no way for me to make it there with this wind of 3 only. Okay, I could come up here and at least get some supplies. If I moved over here, but then that truck, nothing's working out right now. And then I could continue on in my next turn, hopefully, up there to get that crew member. I think I'll just take a chance because he's really hurting too. All he has is these 3 cards in his hands that he started with. So we'll move 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, the wind is going in that direction twice as strong, so I'm able to make it there. And that will exhaust my sail, and I need supplies, so I'll exhaust the scout. I really need to get a hold of a car for him, a motorized vehicle, because then he can move all over the place. A spear's not going to help. Fuel, at least it's a weapon. And a knife. I can discard it for 1 regular, or do a crew action and keep it and do 1 regular. That's all for the... Just in case something bad happens to him, I'm going to go ahead and use his water to refresh him and then exhaust him right away to get that rumor token. Draw a card and see what our options are. Okay, so right now the options are blue moves southwest, which would go from here to this undiscovered tile. Along with that, green would go southeast from here back to here, and red would go north, so it would move up to that tile. And then the other set of options is blue moving northwest, green would move south, and it can't, so it would stay, and red would move off over there to the northeast. I think it's a better option to have this blue one go here, this green move down here, then the red go north. That way it keeps this one here would be explored and it's nearby for supplies. So we're going to do that. We're going to go with the top option. Move the blue to the southwest. The green would go southeast. And the red is moving to the north. Go ahead and flip those new tiles over. We have a couple more mountainous tiles. I'll start here. We have an A and an H spawning point. And I'll start at the top and work my way down. And we got, oh, another rumor token. Draw 3. And in that last spot, another supply one. Now we'll move up to our furthest tile, starting here and working our way around. Let me change hands here. Another rumor. We got plenty of rumor tokens out there now on the board. There is a rumor card. And another one. That's unfortunate. I'd like to have those a little bit closer instead of far away. Because we are currently only holding one. We have several around here to collect, but that means we're going to have to move far to get the others. Now he has to choose who to activate. He doesn't have anything to protect him, so I do not want to activate the pickup because it would get to him. The bulldozer would get to him. The truck would not. That's the only truck out there right now. I don't know if the plowman's going to be able to get over there to take care of those vehicles. It's not looking good for the scout. He may end up getting eliminated. He can respawn one time. I will go with, let's see, if we go with the pickup, man, it's a tough choice. If I go with the pickup, no, I'm gonna go with the truck. So we'll grab the truck. And it's a good outcome for us. It's going to move, do 1 regular damage, and spawn though at the M's. So the truck will move 1 next to the plowman. It can only do 1. It's only going to do 1 damage, and he has 2 armor, 1 on his character and 1 on his armored sail. So we're good there. Nothing to worry about. And we're going to spawn trucks on M. There's an M there. And that's it. Just the 1 new truck, and it's far enough away, and it's locked in by all this sand too. So it's going to have to work its way out of there. Unless this gets explored, and then it might be able to come around, but I'm not going to explore that, and the rumors are all far away from that area. And that brings us to the plowman. What can we do with him? He's right there next to 2 raiders. We need to start collecting these cards. I could... He does have a couple of waters, so he could refresh. I could have him go after that truck, but those trucks are hard to deal with. I could use that for armor piercing. I could use this for armor piercing and take out that truck, but I don't want to use my only 2 weapons just for that one. And this won't do any good because the truck has 2 armor. I could take out the speedster before I move, because I can do 2 damage right there, no problem. We're going to have to activate, well, no, we won't have to activate the speedsters anytime soon because we did that first. So he's not going to take out anything that's going to activate soon. So we're going to move instead. We're going to go 1, just move 1 more for 2, and then 3. That way I can collect these 2 rumor cards here. So that will exhaust his cell, and then I'm going to exhaust both of my crew members to pick up this blue and then this green, because I need to start collecting these rumor cards before we get too many rounds in, and then we end up in trouble. So I get a green and a blue. That's the first one for both of those that we've received. The blue, its secondary ability, if I wanted to discard, would be to activate a rumor card. But I think we're okay with what we have on the board. And the green also gives you the option for healing if you want to discard it. And he can currently have 7 cards. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he's at his limit. Okay, that's not too bad. I have to choose what I want to activate. I only have a choice between bulldozer, which there is 1, and then the pickup, which there are 2 right now. This one can reach either one of us, and I would definitely choose the plowman because of his armor. And the scout is going to be reached by that one, or it's going to be reached by the bulldozer too. So either way, the scout is in trouble. I'm going to go with the pickup. Yeah, he's in trouble. So the pickups are going to move and do 1 regular damage. This pickup will move 3. Do 1 regular damage. I have armor, that's not an issue, but this is an issue. It will move 1, do 1 regular damage, and I have nothing to stop it. So that will take the scout out. When a character is eliminated in the medium mode, all of their cards are discarded. So those will all go to the discard pile. And then he would get a starter sale, which he already has. And his character card, though, will lose. He'll lose his ability, or his bonus for driving motorized vehicles, because this gets flipped to the other side and they lose that ability. And that's the only revival he gets. If he dies again, that is it. And then we will draw 8 cards from the Mirage deck, and we get to keep 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Put the stack back. Let me make sure I have 8. Yes. Well, there we go. We're definitely taking the armored sail to replace his sail. That way he has 1 armor at least. Let me get that to the discard pile. So that's 1 card he's keeping. We have a couple pieces of armor, and those can stop regular damage. Then we have a couple healing items that can stop armor piercing damage or wounds that you take. an axe. He doesn't have a weapon, so I will take the axe. Definitely going to take the healing item. And now should I take the healing item or a piece of armor? I'm going to take the healing item because the armored sail has one armor on it. So I'll have two first aid kits that I can heal with. And then I'll keep the axe, and I already kept the armored sail. And these first aid kits also will come into play with the healer's bag of herbs because I can search a discard pile for the first healing item. So when he uses those, I can use her other ability to have her pick one up if I need to also. And on his next turn, he can start on any hex on any one of the starting tiles. That would be these 4. So we'll wait till it's his turn again, and then we'll be able to get him back in play. And those pickups will now spawn at A. We have 1, 1. Okay, that's good. 1A. So one will spawn way out there. That wasn't so bad. And I think since we can put him on any starting tile when he comes back, on any hex on any starting tile, we can use that to our advantage to maybe put him somewhere that makes sense. Maybe place him right here so he can pick up crew and items right away. Here we have the little girl. We refresh her. We want to start collecting these tokens because right now we have 3, 1 of each color. We need to collect 3 of one color and then 4 additional ones of any colors. Right now there's 2 blue out, 2 red and 2 green, so we can get to 3. The blue are the closest, so we may go with those, because if I grab those 2 blue, that would give me 3 blue. And then I could grab a green and a red and I would have everything that I need. So maybe that we'll go with that and we won't even have to go up here and mess with these. But I want to take this speedster out that's next to there. I can't go directly to the left or west because the wind will not allow me to do that. But I can go up and down. Yeah, I'll go up 1 and then down 1. To put me there, and that will exhaust her sail. Let me see what I have to attack that speedster. Got a couple of spears, but they only do 1. I have this little snub-nosed revolver that I can just discard to do 2 regular damage, which I will do, and that's enough because the speedster doesn't have any armor and only has 2 crew, so that'll be enough to take it out. I'll get 1 raider card as a reward, and ooh, got an AK-47, and that's a powerful one because that does 2 armor piercing. That may be really useful. We can go after one of those big trucks with that. And then I also get this speedster card. I'm keeping her wind sail. She just moves a lot quicker with it, with her ability. So that will get discarded. I will exhaust the crew to pick up the green token. Grab the card. And her hand limit is 9. So she's at 7. Alright, things are going well right now, but that can explode on us. And the only one that has not been used yet is the bulldozer. Before I do that, am I sure that she's done? Yeah, I can't move again anyway. I could do a rebuild action and draw 3 cards and discard 3. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use her to do a rebuild action. Draw 3. It's a bigger sail, a crossbow, and a first aid kit. But I need to discard 3. Okay, let's look at everything we have here. Well, I'm keeping those, that's for sure. Keeping the AK-47. I'm going to go with the new sail. And it moves the same, but it gives me a larger hand. So that's one discard. I gotta choose 2 more. Definitely one of these spears can go. And I don't... The spear is armor piercing with a crew action. This is armor piercing without a crew action. I'll get rid of the other spear for my 3 discards and keep my water crossbow, and now I have a healing item also. That was a good move. Glad I remembered it. And that brings us to the bulldozer, which there's only one out there, and it's going to move, do 1 damage, spawn at H, which we're not using in the medium level, and it's going to move 3 towards the closest player. Be 5 there, 5 there, so I get the choice, and I'll move it 3 in this direction, and the bulldozer can go over any terrain, so that's not an issue for it. And that will bring us to the healer, and she's going to be changing the weather here at the end of her turn. Let's get her refreshed. Bring that axe back into her hand. Oh, her hand limit was 6. Yeah, she had that axe, and I had 6 in her hand. Let me check real quick and see if that's included when it's being used in the hand limit or not. The rulebook says that all cards without a gray or a blue header on them are considered hand cards. So I should have discarded one at the end of my last turn, so I'll get rid of the spear. And I haven't made any moves before that, so that won't affect anything. So she can move 3 with the bulldozer she's driving. The wind doesn't matter to her. I think I should probably retrieve that blue and then start moving back towards here with the rest of the group, because it looks like we're going to go for the blue, because we got the 3. We got 1 in the hand, 2 on the board. This one's pretty close to the group here. Hopefully I can draw a rumor card and start moving it back this way towards us. That's hopefully, we don't want it to go further away, because then we'll have to go over there and meet it. I'll have her move just 1. Exhaust it. Exhaust one of the crew to pick up this rumor token, which is blue. Okay. And that's going to go in her hand, which is going to put her hand limit over again. Now I got to make a tough choice. I got to get rid of something. Do I want to get rid of water? Yeah, because I'll use that. I can use this to move if I need to move quickly. Alright, I'll get rid of one of the water, and there's nothing else she can do There's nothing else around there. We already moved one. And she's at the proper hand limit now of 6. And now we're going to change the weather. And this one is a 2. And now it's going to go back 1 to the left. So we're going to stay at a wind speed of 3, but the wind is going to shift again back to the way it was when the game started. Now that the weather has been done, we'll remove these cards, putting the 3s on top now. And I think I failed to mention that if these run out, like if we use up all the 6s and then we haven't achieved our goal by then we lose the game. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to click on the links and consider supporting this channel through Patreon. If monthly commitment is not your thing, the link to my GoFundMe page for equipment upgrades is in the video description below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and check out the other videos on the channel. Your support is appreciated, and I'll see you in my next video.